The stands are packed, and we are proud to welcome you to the 2019 qualifying rounds for the Marble Olympics. 4 events and 20 teams competing for 12 qualification spots in this year's event. The Oceanics, O'Rangers, Midnight Wisps, and the Savage Speeders are already qualified based on their finishing positions for the last Marble Olympics and the fact that the Oceanics are our gracious hosts this year. We begin with the funnel spin. The track 8 funnels, and the marbles have to stay in it for as long as possible. There you see everybody in the blocks. We've got a couple of new competitors, either by name or by brand new team. For instance, the Green Ducks, Mallard participating for that team. Indigo Stars, also new in the naming department. We start things off already 2 marbles down halfway through this course. Make that 3. Not what you want to do this early on. Oh, Shining Swarm, I think, just leaped into the 5th funnel along with Indigo from the Indigo Stars. Keep that momentum as wide as possible. Yell up from the Mellow Yellows down there in funnel 6. Now gets past. Widening that line and drops on through and looks dangerously close to dropping through into the 8th funnel first as well. Oh, doesn't. Actually makes it second into that funnel. I think Mocha from the Chocolatiers made it in there first. Oh, we got our first finisher, and is Yellow. Not what they wanted out of this qualifying round. Cobalts come in next. They've had a difficult start in this league. Shining Swarm, 4 seconds later. Kathy from the Jawbreakers, looking way up top there. Crazy Cat's Eye doing a great job, still up in 6. If they can hold up there while the 7th funnel clears, that's going to make things a lot easier for them. And it looks like the Green Ducks are going to finally drop on through. Will they be able to hold on for the 3rd or 2nd spot? 3rd goes to the Green Ducks, Mallard. Which means the Chocolatiers are able to salvage a great finish, and it guarantees that the first event goes to Green Eye from the Crazy Cat's Eyes. Just showboating at this point. Look at the impatience from the marbles that have already finished. Come on, we get it. But they want to savor this. 1:44.40. 20 seconds clear of the next marble. I would call that some funnel spinning domination. Everybody pretty impressed. Look at this. Look at how packed the stands are just for a qualifier. You can imagine, my gosh. All right, now, next lineup for Funnel Race B. We've got the Balls of Chaos, Team Momo, the Thunderbolts, Team Galactic, Limers, Hazers, Team Primary, the Snowballs, Pinkies, and the Raspberry Racers in this one. And so far, getting off to a very good start are the Snowballs. And as I say that, they dropped through 2 funnels, 3 funnels now as quickly as possible. And could they drop through another? They and Pinkies are both now into the 5th funnel. Goodness, things changing by the instant here. Now down into the 6th funnel. Meanwhile, up top, doing a good job are the Limers and the Thunderbolts. Well, as I say that, the Thunderbolts drop on through into funnel number 4, but the Limers have that early lead. And now they're in danger, actually, of falling back. Back and forth they go, along with Team Galactic. We already have a finisher, meanwhile, down at the bottom. That's the Raspberry Racers. It's nearly a minute slower, or faster, I should say, than our last event winner. Snowballs come through in 8th. Looks like the Pinkies may be coming through in 9th. No, they get shoved aside, and the Limers. What a fall from grace there. The Limers finish all the way back in a disappointing 7th. Pinkies drop on through. The Team Momo and Galactic, Balls of Chaos fighting down there, trying to stay up as long as they can. And it comes down to this, the final funnel. Back and forth they go. Who will stay out the longest? And it will be Team Galactic that wins. The Hazers can't quite keep it going. And finally, Balls of Chaos come on through with Clutter, 1:32.43. Not quite as long as the 1:44 that we had in the last race. That means that the Crazy Cat's Eyes take the win, 25 points. And next up, block pushing. Each team going to get 2 attempts to push a block as far as possible. The best attempt is going to be counted. And we're going to be using an alternate track and blocks, making the current Marble Olympics record pretty much obsolete. So don't worry about that. Streaking down, it's all about that last little push, and that last little push is what made all the difference on the near lane for Team Momo. 7.5 clear of the Snowballs. Mellow Yellow looked like they were going to get out in front. Not so much. Snowballs, Momo, Cat's Eye, and Mellow Yellow. Cat's Eye, good push here. They're not going to do it. Yellow wins the event. Mellow Yellow, 98.7. A full 14.2 centimeters beyond Team Momo. So we take the best, 98.7, the top so far. Shining Swarm, the Chocolatiers, Team Primary, and the Hazers. Hazers with that early lead, but it doesn't come out to much, as the Chocolatiers are going to take this one, 95-1. Just goes to show you, it's not necessarily speed coming off the line. It's how you finish. Hazers with a great push, but ooh, it's a three-way race, and it's going to be lane number 3, the Shining Swarm, that take the win. Barely. Half of a centimeter. 95-1, our best push out of the 2 attempts for the Chocolatiers. Indigo Stars, the Green Ducks, Cobalts, and the Pinkies. Cobalts first to the blocks, but not going to be first in the event. That goes to the newcomers. The Green Ducks pull out the victory with our farthest push yet. Line them up again. This time the Green Ducks are going to be down in lane number 4. Can they repeat? No, they won't. In fact, they'll finish last in this one. But look at the total. It's not going to be near as much. 101.3 for the Indigo Stars. That is not going to be enough to surpass that incredible mark set by the Green Ducks. 117 flat. They lead the way by 11 over the Indigo Stars. That last heat, all 4 of those teams really bringing it. Galactic, Balls of Chaos, the Raspberry Racers, and the Jawbreakers. Jawbreakers first to hit. They're going to be last in their great last little lurch by the Raspberry Racers, and that'll pick up the win for them, 106.4. Line them up, do it again. Racers, Jawbreakers, Galactic, and Chaos from top to bottom. And it will be the Raspberry Racers. Another great push for them, and that makes 2 of 2 in this one. 107.5, their official mark. Looking at the best of 2, that is the best of all. 107.5 to 105.6. Raspberry Racers jump up in front. Speaking of jumping, the Jungle Jumpers in lane 2 in this one, along with the Rojo Rollers, the Limers, and the Thunderbolts. And it will be the Limers? No, short. Jungle Jumpers come out with the win. 109.5. That's better than the last heat altogether. And the Jungle Jumpers repeat. Can they get a little bit better? They got to get up to that 115, 16, 17 range. Slow out of the blocks. Will they get a last push? No, they won't. It'll be the Limers that come away with the win. Look at their total. 109.7. The Limers have a great second push, even though one of the marbles is back there a little ways. By 2 millimeters, they beat the Jungle Jumpers. And you see the overall standings now. That was the last group that could have topped the Green Ducks, the newcomers positioning themselves well to qualify for these Marble Olympics, currently sitting in first. Limers in second. And we turn things right around. The relay race. One of those classic events where each marble has to push their own weight, do their job, and get down to the end as quickly as possible. This time it's the Snowballs, the Green Ducks, the Hazers, and the Rojo Rollers. Hazers out to an early lead. Green Ducks trying to fight back, and they close the gap just a little bit through the second handoff. Now down into the anchor. The Hazers are actually stretching the lead. They're going to win. Good job by the Ducks, and oh, that is a pitifully slow time by the Snowballs. Almost 3 seconds adrift of third place. Hazers fans feeling pretty good, though. Jawbreakers, Jungle Jumpers, the Chocolatiers, and the Cobalts. Jawbreakers and Cobalts out to the early lead. Cobalts take it now by 2 lengths. Watching that lane 2, fighting back. Now into the lead. It will be a win, easy as can be for the Jungle Jumpers. 0.4 of a second clear of the Cobalts. Pinkies, Thunderbolts, Galactic, and Momo. Galactic and Momo on the bottom lane. Now losing out, Momo is. Thunderbolts take the lead. Can they hold on to it? Watch up top. Pinkies up to the lead, up to the win. 10-10 even. That is a quick time. Thunderbolts 10-3-5. Not too shabby either. Mellow Yellow, the Indigo Stars, Shining Swarm, and the Balls of Chaos. Mellow Yellow. Got to hold off now. Balls of Chaos down in lane 4. Are they going to be able to? Balls of Chaos need a great anchor leg. They're not going to get it. And instead, the win in a time of 9:54 to the Mellow Yellows. I thought that was going to be quick. Crazy Cat's Eye now, Team Primary, Raspberry Racers, and the Limers. And Limers fans not too happy for some reason. They've thrown stuff onto the track. And then we get a quick disruption here. People are going to try to clean that up. Referees and security guards moving in front of the Limers fans. Are we clear? Okay, I think we are. Calm down. Just the qualifiers. Limers come out to an early lead. Ooh. Neck and neck, all 4 of them now. Crazy Cat's Eye briefly take a turn in the lead, and we've had a stoppage. Primary complaining that the Limers fans try to disrupt the Raspberry Racers, but they also had a piece of debris, they're saying, that blocked the start. Meanwhile, we had a photo finish down at the end. Oh, look, there's more debris out of the course. Team Primary did not finish. I think they're going to go over and appeal. They want to redo the race. The referee saying no. Emar's pushed to Mary. I don't know what's happening now. The coach is not happy. He's attempting to get a restart. There's a fight developing in the fans section now. Oh my gosh, Galactic fans are trying to rush out there. Oceanics fans are tied in with it. Everybody's trying to get things under control. Meanwhile, there's our standings as we have it. 0.06 of a second separating the Hazers from Mellow Yellow. I think we are calmed down now. Meanwhile, hey, by the way, the Green Ducks are qualified. Well, Team Primary fans have been banned from the stadium. Primary and Shining Swarm hanging on the edge, and it comes down to the underwater race. 4 marbles make their way onto the track, try to get to the finish line as fast as possible. Hopefully everything in the stands is calmed down. I don't know if they are. Jawbreakers and the Pinkies. Raspberry Racers slow to get going. 3 marbles battling for second place. Shining Swarm look to take a turn up in first. They do at the corner. And can they fight off the Pinkies? No, Pinkies maintaining down the middle, trying to stay off of the walls. That's the quickest way through. They get a little bump, though, and now lose out back to third place. Jawbreakers trying to track down the Raspberry Racers, who lead. Finish line nearly in sight. It will be the Raspberry Racers, but look who gets second. It's the Shining Swarm. It will be the Shining Swarm getting second over the Pinkies and the Jawbreakers. Jungle Jumpers, Limers, the Snowballs, and the Indigo Stars. Indigo Stars getting off pretty slowly. Adjust the camera angle and see where we are. Jungle Jumpers up to the lead. Limers fight back. Everybody is there within 2 or 3 lengths, though. How do they do on the turn? The top 2 lose out big. And the Jungle Jumpers, who move to the inside, try to fight back. They split the 2 at the front and head out into the lead. No, they're not. Look it to the left. Trying to draft and get their way to the line. This is going to be very close between them. They'll wait for the photo finish. Indigo Stars did win it, and Jungle Jumpers get it by a 1/10 of a second. The Limers, not a good finish at all. Maybe still a little rattled from that fan fight. Heat 3 of 5. Crazy Cat's Eye, Chocolatiers, Hazers, and Team Galactic. Hazers out to the lead. Chocolatiers to the inside. Just barely get ahead of Team Galactic, who now move into a clear second place. Momentum on the side of Team Galactic. They brush off the wall. And they have the lead. Hazers, can they get him for the lead once more? This is going to be very close. Hazers now up in front. Look at the Chocolatiers on the inside. At the line. Photo finish again. I have no idea. Team Galactic is obviously who we can see. Question is, who got it up top? They're saying it's the Hazers by a hair. They have the exact same time, all the way down to the 100ths of a second. But Smoggy from the Hazers did just enough. Balls of Chaos, Thunderbolts, Cobalts, and the Green Ducks. Balls of Chaos first into the water. Green Ducks trailing far behind. But they have a good burst of speed heading into the first turn. And they stay toward the back. Thunderbolts rolling clear, but watch to their right. Oh, a slow turn for them. They lose the lead. Meanwhile, Balls of Chaos fighting back there with the Green Ducks. Neither one of these want to be last place. Finish line in sight. Look at the Green Ducks now up top. Not going to be enough, though. Another close finish on the near side. and it will be the Cobalts. Ducky did not get a good result, but that's okay. They're already qualified, so this is more for practice than anything. Our final heat, the Rojo Rollers, Mellow Yellow, Team Momo, and Team Primary. Off they go, and everybody drops in pretty much at the same time, maybe. Team Primary a little bit slow to get in there. It's Momo leading the way at the first turn. Now they stretch it back out. Mellow Yellow takes the lead, but they're fighting with Primary. Down they come, neck and neck. Oh, a little bit of bumping down there. That spreads the field out a little more. Mellow Yellow take the lead. Watch Momo in second. Rojo Rollers fall all the way back to fourth. Team Primary, they're going to make a move to the inside and make a three-way fight for the lead. Viewing up top, look at the Rojo Rollers. They're going to come across the line. Rojo Rollers might have just won this race. I don't know. Let's watch the photo finish. Oh, my gosh. Did they get it? Dead even with the Mellow Yellows. Dead even on time as well. The Rojo Rollers get awarded the win. Also a close battle for third, just 1/100th of a second. So our overall time difference, the tie up at the top, is only scored to the 100th, so Hazers and Galactic both get 25 points, and as a result, both teams are guaranteed a spot in the Marble Olympics. Now the question is, which teams will qualify? Limers and Team Momo will not be going. Cobalts and Rojo Rollers also fail to make it in for the third time in a row. Our qualified teams down to the Chocolatiers in 16th. The main tournament, in the meantime, will start on the 19th of April. Please subscribe and turn on your notifications. In the meantime, the already qualified teams will be having a friendly round coming up soon. Thank you for joining us.